Hey guys, here with the pre-range build report with my pistol uppers, a 14-inch barrel, 300 blackout or AAC, and a straight pull bolt action for the upper receiver. And I got a 2.5-inch muzzle brake here, but you can kind of see there's a little set screw there. I don't have anything to weld it in place, so things work out the way they do, and I'm just going to roll with this 14-inch barrel and use it on a pistol. Typically 16 inches is the minimal length for the upper to be considered a rifle. So I'm really happy I got the idea, hey, just make it a pistol. With that said, I paired it with the ACSS Raptor by Primary Arms, so it has the calibration for what you see it right there, the 7.62 by 3.9 and 300 AAC blackout. That 7.62 by 3.9 is for the AK bullet, so you probably see this on my AK as well, maybe back and forth. And I'll be comparing this with the Torero. And real quick, I did get the blank no logo version of this. This is a 1:6 first focal plane, just like this one. And there's the reticle. But the reason I did with the no logo thing was for me to actually laser etch my own company logo for when I build my uppers. I don't need, to my knowledge, I don't need an FFL to just do parts, right? So I won't be serializing anything, but I do want to just focus on the uppers, and then you guys could find your own FFL for gunsmithing and assembly and stuff, or if you do it yourself, that'll work too. But yeah, I'm looking for, with these rifle scope reviews, a future more or less accepted. Maybe I'll do votes, and if you guys like the reviews, you can vote which ones you want, or have a selection of scopes to put on the uppers if you guys like. But anyways, really excited about that. And for this, you can see right here, you actually need to unlock it, and then it'll cycle itself back, and then you have to re-engage it, and then lock it again, and then it'll be safe to shoot, and it's not going to move after it's locked. So, and there's no gas tube there, so it's impossible for this to be a semi-automatic. For the record, I'm just setting the record straight, and now it's documented. Oh, and real quick, let me show you something real quick. This is finally put the lower together. I got the pistol brace with the strap there kind of tied up. I got the red theme going with the double-sided ambidextrous safety lever and anti-rotation pins or walk pins with the James Madison tactical trigger there, and it is super crisp, light, and obviously you can't feel that, but it's a very small trigger pull. It's like a thick mouse click, real thick. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, real excited. And if with the counter recoil upper testing that I'll be doing, I'll be reconfiguring this to California compliant rifle build. I have this fin and a non-adjustable stock I can put onto here, but for the record, this is going to be a pistol build first, and I just put this together not too long ago. I need to get more bullets for this, so we'll see how that goes. But so I want to also show you guys for when I do convert this, or maybe even buy. I'm thinking about buying new lowers altogether. Like, just keep this the way it is. I don't really like changing back and forth. Maybe I'll just buy more lowers and do a rifle lower, dedicated one, for the testing of the kind of rifles and the counter recoil device world. Let me show you guys what I got going on with that. All right, so this is another hodgepodge 7.62 by 3.9, or oh my god, what am I saying? This is a 5.56 223. I do want to change this barrel out to the 7.62 or by 3.9 or the AK bullet barrel, because just for the different gas pressures, you can kind of, once you get good at shooting, you can kind of call it white knuckling it, but you can like C-clamp, and you can really hold on to a 223 or 5.56, and it be not too bad with the recoil. But if you notice here, I put these two little fastening mounts here for Okay, I forgot I put it on this other barrel extension here. But if you notice, these holes actually go for this adapter here. And this is these holes actually are for screws. For this housing is the gas block, and this gas block goes onto a barrel extension that would need to be pinned and welded to the end of that. So once that's on there, basically it'll look like that. But this is actually a 45 ACP lower that I'm building. I don't have a lower, upper that I'm building. I don't have a lower that will actually feed any 45 magazines into this. This is actually just kind of a pure model for show, if you will. There's so anyone that has something that can use it, I'd be happy to test this out with you. You know what I'm saying? But basically, the way I'm making it is so this can be modular to different setups here. And this is actually going to be an adapter, as I just said earlier, to the gas block to fit onto this particular handguard, and then I could fasten these two together so there's less barrel whip. But yeah, once I paint this right here, this is kind of what this 45 model will look like. Very compact. And you can see the barrel extension in there, and this is the weight that I'll be using to go in there. So without this on there, you can see that the gases will explode out the barrel around into kind of out into this little pocket. There's gas ports, and then it'll go into the face of the weight that'll actually push it back. So once it's put together, I'll probably keep the weight silver, the counterweight there silver. This is just mocked together, kind of hodgepodge, if you will. But I am looking for an official manufacturer all of this right here is actually makeshift designs just for testing and to model to showcase the idea. I am still looking for investors and an official manufacturer that's going to work with me to get the best price to get this product out there. So one configuration will be with the barrel extension, and it's kind of heavy like this. This is the first iteration, and I'm making it modular to fit on different handguards and different calibers. And that's what it'll look like with the 5.56 223. You just kind of screw that on there so that, kind of like I mentioned before with the barrel whip, or minimizing that barrel whip. But this is made out of steel. It's pretty heavy. And this also, well, for the gas block version, can go on any barrel. You don't need the barrel extension. You just get I took the spring out, but you get the spring in there, the counterweight, and the new gas block. This splits the gas 3 different ways. It's not like I mentioned before, this is a normal gas tube, but it actually also pushes gas forward. And this one I took apart. I destroyed after the first model prototype that I made. And I'm gonna refix it. I'm using this high temperature epoxy putty to seal these edges, and it looks kind of ugly, but it worked before. And like I said, this is not the original design, this is not the intended prototype to actually test. So once I find a manufacturer with more professional heavy equipment that costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars, I just have a mini mill in my imagination. So but I know what it can be. So this will be the gas block iteration, and this is the barrel will stick out the front. You don't need to pin and weld anything. It's built onto the rifle. It does change the dynamics of how the gas pressures will cycle, so changing the other springs, the buffer spring, maybe even the bolt itself, the bolt carrier, all that stuff might need to be different. I also even have in the works a prototype a piston upper that I'm gonna do as well. I have already bought the things. I just need to drill the right holes and remodify it. It'll look similar to this though. I'm really excited though. I want to do bigger calibers. I want to put this one onto the 7.62 by 3.9 AK round barrel for the AR-15, so we'll get more, usable counter recoil. A lot of people can just, like I said, really hold on to the 223, but yeah, holding on to that 223 is one thing, but this is going to be the 50 cal, and this is the Beowulf upper that I'm really excited to do. Maybe I'm going to call it the Newell Wolf upper, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this is the 50 cal upper. I'm really excited to do this one. 16-inch barrel, but this is going to be something like the new prototype. Thinner profile, lighter weight material. This is stainless steel instead of just regular tool, not tool steel, but like that pipe steel's pretty, I forget the nomenclature for that, but this will be for the 50 cal, something coming along in the future, along with that 45. And just comparing the two, this is an 1.5 inch internal diameter, and this is an 1.5 inch external diameter. So just shrinking everything down. Really excited to kind of move forward and try, you know, see once I get this upper hooked up, and I need bullets. That's the other half. Jesus Christ, $3 a bullet for that Beowulf, I think, something like that. It's crazy, but yeah, we're gonna see if these manufacturers brand, you know, from China, I believe, are going to be worth their weight when I try them on the 50 cal for sure. But I'm really excited to try either or. Either this new version or the old version on this 50 cal. And yeah, stay tuned. If you guys are interested, want to see any particular caliber, let me know. I'll be more excited to go to the range with, you know, any veteran friends or future friends, wannabe friends, I don't care. Check this out. I would like to get feedback from people from all sorts of shooting experiences and background, you know what I mean? This was made for me to help newer shooters stay on target, which, you know, obviously shooting fundamentals, cheek weld, you know, you're making sure your eye is in the same position every time, all that stuff comes into play. But hopefully this will stop the, you know, guns from jumping around when you think you're aiming here but the barrel's actually moving around. We got to get this designed locked in. I appreciate your time so far, and real excited for the future. So hope to see you guys at the range, or if not, you guys hit me up online. Either way, see you later. Peace.